This is a very pathetic one. Peter Obi cried out how they take Demolished, a brother company that had been in Lagos in Ikeja for over 15 years. The people who demolished this building, the document they brought there, no name, no court order, nothing at all. Even the excavators that were demolishing it, Peter Obi questioned them. They said they don't know who sent them. But person just say me they call demolition and the demolition. Do you have the number of the people we ask you make you demolition? They say no. In fact, I would like you all to listen to Peter Obi's statement before we play the video of Peter Obi on that particular ground of his brother's company. Let's read this together.
Chai, very sad. Then Peter Obi said, any society where lawlessness overrides the rule of law is not destined to be a haven of investors. Recent reports showing that Nigeria's human rights indicators have worsened merely highlight severe shortfalls in government protection for civil liberties, personal security, and basic living standards. I know that what I have been going through as a person in abuse of human rights just because I contested as a president in 2023 general election, which I have legitimate right to do. So I imagine what small business owners, regular citizens, and vulnerable communities face every day if I can face this. If this level of lawlessness can happen to someone with a registered company and legitimate means, what hope does the ordinary Nigerian have? Question. This morning, my youngest brother called me frantically, informing me that a group of people had invaded his company property in Ikeja, Lagos, and were demolishing the building. He had just come in from Port Harcourt and was denied entry to the property by security men who told him the building was being pulled down. God. They even informed him that this demolition had started over the weekend. As a peace-loving Nigerian, he quickly started processing to go to court immediately, not knowing what must have resulted in this. As they moved fast to destroy his home without any restraints. I rushed to Lagos from Abuja after the call this morning and headed straight to the property. On arrival, I was met by security people who tried to bar me from entering the property. I humbly pleaded with them that the property belonged to my brother's company, and from the record, the company had owned the property for over a decade. God, what kind of, Jesus. They told me they had a court judgment and immediately requested it. You would not believe that the court judgment they claim was issued against an unknown person and squatters. I went further to ask about demolition order or permit, and there was none. How do you sue an unknown person? How does a court issue a judgment in a such phase of a case? No one was served, no name was written, yet they showed up with excavators and began destroying a structure that had stood for over 15 years. Just because Peter Obi contested and is about to contest again in 2027. God. Then he went on. I immediately asked the excavators for the person who had sent them, and they said they don't know anyone, but they were only informed to come and demolish the house. I immediately told them to tell whoever it is that I would like to speak with them. If they can call my number, which I shared with the excavators, so that I can speak with whomever gave them the order to demolish the property. I stood there from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. waiting to get a call. At least nobody called or came. The excavators, the contractors even said He didn't know who sent him, but he just went there, demolished the property. 2 men later came and said they would like us to go to the police station. I asked if they even had a demolition order, but they had nothing. The whole situation screamed of coordinated lawlessness, impunity. Our country has become lawless. I just started reminiscing about how just over the weekend, I had a meeting with someone told me how he has invested in Ghana. Man, reading this thing is really affecting me, to be honest. I can't believe this happened. Invested in Ghana, Senegal, and Benin Republic, but won't touch Nigeria despite his market being here. I asked him why. His answer was piercing. Nigeria is a lawless country until we have laws that protect peoples. Nobody will invest in Nigeria. I'm just shocked. How did Nigeria get to this level of lawlessness? Question. What kind of country are we trying to build when the right of citizens, their lives, their properties, and their voices are trampled upon daily? I remain committed to a better Nigeria where lawlessness will be a thing of the past. Protection of life and property, respect for human rights, care for the less privileged, and basic education for all children. A new Nigeria is possible. Peter Obi, I write this one.
Then, I would like us to also take the videos together when Peter Obi was on ground and when he granted an interview, to the press. Let's take this together.
You can see things that are here. Nobody could remove anything. Is that how I come to work? They just came suddenly, started demolition. If my brother didn't have a brother like me, they would. He wanted to enter here. They said, no, you can't enter. We have court injunction. What about court injunction that allows somebody to enter into another person's property, refusing for removing his things and everything, and demolishing everywhere? What about court injunction is that? We are finished with the country.
Oh, good.
I already have. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah?
Okay, sir. Thank you. Just go.
Just yesterday, just on Sunday, I came back from the US, and my younger brother told me emergency wants to see me, and I saw him yesterday on my way to Abuja. He said to me that the land, the company land, Nest Food Limited, the land they own for over 10 years, probably over 15 years, belonging to them, that some people just jumped into it and said they're the owner, that they have caught injunction, and that they're about to start demolition. I said, okay, we go to court. That they won't demolish it without having proper documentation and everything. But yesterday evening, he called me, he said they removed the roof. They brought 3 tractors, 2,000, demolition everywhere as fast as they can. And I said, no, I'll leave Abuja this morning. Let me go there personally. He said all effort for them to enter there, they will refuse even enter. And they've chased out the people who are living there. So there's nothing they can do. That's how I came from Abuja with first flight this morning from Abuja. Drove to this place, asked the people, who authorized it to demolish? They said they have caught injunction. That the owner gave them. I said, who is the owner? They said they don't know the owner. They just gave them. I said, who is the owner? They said they don't know the owner. Can I see the court injunction and see who the owner is, the person who is now claiming is sued? They gave me the court injunction. The court injunction explicitly said, unknown person. How can you sue an unknown person? I said the land belongs to you. A land with property. And within yesterday and today, it's demolishing property. Look at it. They've removed the roof, they removed the thing. Okay, give me your proper documentation, demolition orders, because even if you want to demolish the house, you go to the state, they give you order to demolish, give you appropriate documentation, bring safety people and them, so that we know we're doing what is now. It's only while I'm here now that some people came and said they are taking us and say few other people. What kind of country is this? How did you descend to this level of rascality? How can you show a known person enter somebody's land and everything? I've been here for 4 hours. I've not seen one person who comes and say, I'm the owner. 3 people or 2 or 3 people have here. Are you the owner? No, I'm not. But I'm acting on behalf. I said, so who is the owner? No name. They've not called the name. I said, but you know my name. I'm Peter Obi. I want to know the next person. So I can even approach him and say, please, this land belongs to a company that my brother is the majority shareholder. The country can't go on like this. We're looking for foreign investors. We're looking for investors. But look at how local investors are being treated. Is that how a country can thrive? This level of lawlessness, this level of rascality.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You can see the equipment that are here. You can see things that are here. Nobody could remove anything. Is that how a country works? They just came suddenly, started demolition. You know, if my brother didn't have a brother like me, they would. He wanted to enter here. They say, no, you can't enter. We have court injunction. What about court injunction that allows somebody to enter into another person's property, refuse him for removing his things and everything, and demolishing everywhere? What about court injunction is that? We are finished in the country.
Now, when I say may Nigeria not happen to you, a lot of people think I meant it to the poor people. No, I meant it to everyone. Okay? P2B just announced that his brother's business was destroyed, demolished in Lagos. His brother's business, his own blood brother, the business and the land they have owned for 10 to 15 years was leveled to the ground. Just watch the pictures and I'm asking myself a question. What kind of country are we building? Or what kind of people are we? Where the rule of law is no longer an option. P2B is the biggest opposition in Nigeria. His voice carry weight. He's got followers. And I am one of them. And this man is a decent man. So if we don't stand up now and talk, what else do we want? They will demolish him himself. Because how do you just wake up in the morning and you just go and demolish somebody's property and level it to the ground with the whole of equipment inside? You did not give them a chance to even speak to the court. It is frustrating, but that is Nigeria for you. That is where we are as a country. This is exactly what you guys are rooting for. Anarchy. I clap for APC. Everyone that is celebrating this injustice now, don't forget, it's turn by turns. Your own is coming. It just matter when. I'm disappointed. It's an understatement. I'm actually relieved that it's happening to somebody as P2B, so that you people that are enabling this impunity now know that you are nothing in the larger scheme of things. If things like this is happening to P2B, then what can happen to you will excuse life from your head completely. It's going to get worse.
The only offense of Peter Obi right now is by coming out back in 2023 to contest to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Nothing else. That's why you see they're fighting him back and forth every day. His family members, everybody are in pains just because this man come out that he wants to rule and change Nigeria for better. You see the impunity, the lawlessness, the oppression, suppression, intimidation that is going on in our country. If this can happen to Peter Obi's brother, these are billionaires. If this can happen to them, what about the common citizens like you and I? For those of you that is still supporting satanism, supporting the wrong things in Nigeria today, and you are smiling while others are in pains, remember, somehow, someday, you will die, as you know that none of us will live forever. But this country will continue to sink because of our selfishness. Because many of us are not fighting to see this country better, but what we are fighting for is our selfish interest. It's very, very sad. This is why I pay my heart, not be smaller people. This is NAIJA Watch Media. Join us every day, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Let's continue to talk about the things that's affecting you and I. Take care, guys, and bye for now.